The fire is roaring. Your family is snoring. Charity is our mission. This is the album intermission. The Tale of the Winter Witch. Many years ago, in a small village near the mountains, lived a baker who would spend his days in his bakery baking and selling bread to the local citizens. One winter evening, as he was closing up shop, he heard a knock at the door. He opened the door and peered outside and saw an old woman out in the snow. She wore a colorful coat and an old hat. "Oh my, you must be cold," the baker said. "Step inside and warm up." "'Tis a warm evening for the chamois. I dare not step inside," said the woman. "I live up in the woods, but I am in need of a house. Can you make me one?" "My poor woman," replied the baker, "I am but a baker. The only thing I make is bread." "Do not take me for a fool. I know where I stand. Take this, it will help you." She gave him a box of ginger and walked away into the darkness. The next day, as the baker closed up shop, he heard a knock at the door. It was the woman, again. "Please come in and have a warm glass of milk," the baker exclaimed. "The marmot's milk is all but ice this time of year. I dare not step inside," said the woman. "I am in need of a house. Can you make me one?" "I told you yesterday I am only a baker. The carpenter is just down the road," the baker responded. "I know where I stand. Take this, it will help you." She gave him a bag of frosting and walked away into the darkness. The next day, just as before, the baker heard a knock at the door. "Won't you please come in? You look on the verge of frostbite," said the baker. The woman replied, "The ibex is always on the verge of fatal plummets, but it survives. I dare not step inside. I am in need of a house. Can you make me one?" "You need to stop bothering me," shouted the baker. "I can only offer you the warmth of my fire, and yet you decline." The woman gave him a handful of candy. "Take this, it will help you." But the baker threw the candy to the ground. "I cannot help you. I am but a bread maker, and all you have given me is ginger and frosting and candy. Goodbye." He slammed the door shut, but the woman stuck her foot in the frame and prevented it from closing. "I've had it with you," she exclaimed. She grabbed him and twisted his neck 90 degrees to the side so that his head dangled off his shoulders. She twisted him until his white apron spiraled around his body and left him in his yard until he froze solid for all to see. And that is the origin of the candy cane. I'm FunnyJesterMan, and you just listened to the tale of the Winter Witch. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.